The All Nigeria People's Party, also known as the ANPP Bloc within the ruling All Progressives Congress, has insisted that the vice presidential slot in the 2027 election must remain within its fold, asking President Bola Ahmed Tinubu not to field any candidate outside the bloc. The ANPP's bloc, which claims to be the second most influential pillar in the 2013 merger that birthed the APC, expressed grievances over years of alleged marginalisation. At a press conference in Abuja on Monday, the bloc, operating under the aegis of the Association of Former ANPP members, demanded inclusivity and fairness from the Tinubu-led government, noting that their support for the formation and electoral victories of the APC has gone largely unrewarded. Well, joining me to discuss this is Professor Vitalis Ajumbe. Is of course an APC chieftain and the national coordinator for the Association of Former ANPP members. Professor, thank you for your time. All right, once we are still trying to, of course, get the professor to join us, let's just bring you up to speed as regards this particular development. Now, given the permutation and, of course, the political alignments we are beginning to see ahead of 2027, quite a number of groups and even politicians have decided to hit the road almost on top gear. And we know that as far back as 2013, there was a merger of several groups and also political parties, many of which formed the ruling All Progressives Congress. It was a collective to ensure that the government of the day back then, that's the People's Democratic Party, were ousted out of government. A lot of, well, I call it, permutations did happen back then, and for some Nigerians, they are saying that may be what we are beginning to see in recent times. The ADC is the new kid on the block, for instance. Just a while ago, we played you a sound bite from their inauguration, where, of course, they put together their own executive meeting. Now, the question on the lips of many Nigerians is, aside all of this that we are seeing, how does this affect the average Nigerian? How does this affect national development? And all of this, is it in the interest of Nigeria and the nation, or just in the interest of some private individuals or political figures? Well, we have Professor Vitalis Ajumbe with us. He, of course, is an APC chieftain and the national coordinator of the Association of Former ANPP members. Thank you for your time, Professor Ajumbe.
Thank you very much.
All right. So what is this demand that we are seeing from the ANPP faction of the APC, saying that the vice presidential slot must remain within its fold? First and foremost, is this some sort of confirmation that the current vice president of Nigeria, His Excellency, Mr. Shettima, might not be returning to that position? Is that some sort of confirmation?
First of all, let me make a correction. It's not APC. It's not APC faction. We are not a faction. ANPP is a bloc.
We are having a bit of difficulty trying to hear you. All right. While, of course, we're still trying to sort that out, of course, I'm speaking with Professor Vitalis Ajumbe. Is an APC chieftain and also the national coordinator of the Association of Former ANPP members, who, of course, are the crux of the conversation at this time. If you can hear me now, sir, can you hear me?
I can hear you well.
Okay, now, I think we have the audio better now. Please kindly pick up.
It's not a faction. There's no faction in APC. We are united. But we are a bloc. There are 3 political parties that formed that relinquished their certificates of registration. 1 is SCN, 2 ANPP, and 3 CPC. That is why we are called legacy parties. And so, but we are all united in APC. And there's then plus 3 three other political parties that joined the later after the merger, and that's a faction of ABGA, a faction of PDP, and a faction and DPP that joined. So ANPP is the second largest financier and of ANPP, of APC. SCN came in with 6 governors of 6 states. ANPP came in with 3 states of 3 governors. And the CPC came with 1 governor, one state. So this makes us the second on the roll. But our this thing is and these 3 parties are called blocks. Blocks in APC.
Okay, that of course, I'm sorry, sir, but that point has been established. We get it. You said you are not a faction, you are a bloc. But let's look at the issue right now, the demands that you are making as a bloc, saying that the vice presidential slot, must come from your bloc, which is the second largest within the party. So is this a confirmation that the current vice president of Nigeria might not be returning, to that position come 2027?
No, it is not a confirmation. And the presidency has not said that they are going to drop the vice president, no. But what we said and what we demand is that position of the vice president should be sacrosanct to ANPP, being the second largest of the merger. We are not saying that it might be the serving vice president or any other person, or it's left for Mr. President to decide who becomes his vice president. We are not going to dictate to him, but we are saying, please leave the second in command, and that is the vice presidential seat, to ANPP Bloc.
All right, Professor Ajumbe, we'll definitely come back to this conversation. Let's go on a quick break. When we return, we'll be digging deeper. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Many thanks for staying with us. Of course, if you're just watching, this is still Politics HQ on News Central Television. And of course, I still have with me my guest, Professor Vitalis Ajumbe, is an APC chieftain and the national coordinator of the Association of Former ANPP members. Thank you for staying with me, sir. Let me read part of what you did say in a recent, brief on this matter, where you actually called on the president to protect the integrity of the power-sharing agreement that birthed the party in 2013. So part of what you said is that the ticket you are serving will be disappointed if you choose another person outside the ANPP bloc as your vice president. You also said that their position was collective and born out of sincere commitment to the cause of their contribution to the formation of the APC and its eventual success at the polls. Now, 2 things, sir. You said the agreement that birthed the APC as at 2013. Can you take Nigerians through what that agreement did, entail, and how much of a contribution was the ANPP to the formation of the APC?
Oh, thank you very much. Let me start from the last question. ANPP started the formation of APC. Our then national chairman, Obonoyono, started it and called a meeting of the National Working Committee. And they agreed that to wrestle power out of PDP, that then we had 3 serving governors, that the 3 governors cannot help us. We had the governor of Yobe State, governor of Borno State, and governor of Zamfara State. That these 3 governors cannot help us to form a mega party that can remove PDP. And then we had no governor in the east, in the south. So we began a move by 2010. We now set up a committee. One of the leaders of that committee was Barrister Fega. Mr. Fega is from Kano State, and he was the national legal advisor of ANPP as at then. it set them in motion. They went to, first of all, they went to meet with Buhari in Kaduna, and they didn't show, because he was the leader of CPCs. The CPC didn't show interest. They pleaded with them to show interest. And then they went to Lagos to meet with our now president, who was the leader of ASEAN. And it started, at the time, they even went to London to hold this meeting. And finally, CPC didn't show interest in 2010. The thing didn't materialize in 2010. And later, ASEAN agreed to have a meeting with then ANPP.
I think we have a bit of connectivity issues trying to, of course, connect with our guest at this time. We, of course, have been discussing with Professor Vitalis Ajumbe. Professor Vitalis Ajumbe is actually an APC chieftain and the national coordinator of the Association of Former ANPP members. And the crux of our conversation, at this time has to do with the ANPP bloc demanding the vice presidential slot ahead of the 2027 polls, saying that anything outside their regional arrangement or the agreement, could be fatal for the APC, which is the ruling party. And they are saying, being the second largest, bloc in the party, and their contribution so far, they deserve that position. Now, this, of course, raises quite a number of questions. Number one, does it simply mean that the serving vice president, might not be the president's speak ahead of the 2027 polls? Speculated already by some. And also, how does this, affect governance and Nigerians as a whole? Professor, I think we have you back.
Yes.
Okay, we lost you for a moment. Yes. Just to pick up from what you said, you've given us an overview of how much of a contribution the NPP has made to the APC and its emergence, to power. But I want to ask you a very, very blunt question right here. Given the efforts and the sacrifices and the contribution this bloc has put in to ensuring that the APC, gets to power, are you proud to say that, yes, I identify with the APC government, they have done well?
Well, it's my party. It's a party we built together, is our house. And our house is not a house, you can't build a house and destroy it. But I want to say that we support the policies of President Tinubu. During the time of Buhari, he might not have done well, but President Tinubu is changing everything with his renewed hope agenda. So ANPP bloc and APC is right.
But there are allegations. You said President Tinubu seems to be doing well in ensuring that his renewed hope agenda is materialized. But there's a high cost of living. Many Nigerians are finding it hard to feed themselves. Even the president had to admonish the governors to do more. And there's also, allegations of excessive spending. Some even refer to it as wasteful spending and borrowing. What's your reaction to this?
Well, when it says starvation, there was a Jamaican music group that sang "Starvation, Killing Our People." That this record was released in 1970. So if by 1970 there was starvation, and there's still starvation, and that starvation is still up to now. But President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is barely 2 years in office, and you should know that hard time is not something you can wipe out under 2 years. There are the issues of insecurity, there are the issues of other things happening, but I would do believe that he will tackle this hardship.
Okay.
It's not going to be solved very quickly.
Okay, we're still going to come back to, I mean, your demands, but you talk about starvation, that it has always been, people have always been hungry. But the promise that was made by your party is that it will actually alleviate the sufferings of Nigerians. Many who voted believed in that particular promise, that their lives will be better. And you said it's just 2 years, and you know it's pretty much too early to even give a scorecard. But in these 2 years, inflation has, gone really high. Some people, maybe I should break it down. What some people pay as rent 2 years ago is almost over 200% what they are paying now. And also is the cost of living, over 100%. So if the hardship has gone this high in less than 2 years, where's the hope in sight?
Now, if you could remember, by last year, a liter of fuel was about 1,000 naira. But now a liter of fuel is less than 1,000.
But the administration made this same liter of fuel. Sorry, sir. The administration made this same liter of fuel less than 300 naira.
It's being solved gradually. And President Tinubu is not in control of those who produce cement. Talking about the cost of hiring a house. He's not in charge of those who make cement. Those are brothers who are into the cement industry, which the raw material is from Nigeria, is not imported. They should be talked into. They should be talked into helping the builders to.
I think we have lost in terms of connection. We've lost connection with Professor Ajumbe. We of course are discussing the ANPP bloc of the APC demanding that the vice presidential slot remains within their fold. Professor Ajumbe is actually an APC chieftain, and also the leader of the national coordinator of the Association of Former ANPP members. Well, I think joining this conversation right now is Wole Badmus. He's a political analyst. He joins virtually from Abuja. Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you.
All right, it's great to have you join. Great, it's great to have you join this conversation. Let me just put it to you as regards the demands, of the ANPP bloc within the APC. What does this suggest to you? Does this in any way confirm, will I say, speculations that maybe the vice presidential seat might not go to the current serving vice president?
Well, maybe not. Until 2027 arrive and President Tinubu, have your bodies confronted with the decision again to pick a vice president. It's only that time that one can safely conclude whether he's picking former vice president Kashim Shettima or another person. But in all this, I would like to say that it's political horse trading. Everything is to show the desperation of people. 27 is still 2 years ago. It's like I'm twisting it, Mr. President. I'm twisting it to say that, well, except you do this for us, you will not get this. But the truth of the fact is that politics is a game of your performance. That is what you get the result for. You find out that the ANPP bloc that are now making noise here and there, what have been their real contribution to the development of APC as a political party, apart from the merger, the legacy merger they are trumping around as their only credential since 2015. Since 2015, they have lost a governor. They entered the election with 3 governors as of 2015. As of today, they have only 2. That's number one. Number 2, there is what we call internal cohesion and unity of purpose. As at the last Senate president election, remember Senator Yari, who is from this same ANPP bloc, he contested for Senate president of Nigeria, knowing fully well that a Senator Jibril from Kano is the deputy. Senator Kashim Shettima is the vice president. So if you look at it, all the 3 of them are from the same ANPP bloc. So implicitly, if they have won, that means they will have had 3 major offices among the first round of offices in Nigeria. But unfortunately for them, they lost his Senate presidency. What's his name? They lost one governor in Borno State. That one, of course, that one will be defeated by this present governor of Vintiri. And they presented this woman again. They lost. Binani, Senator Binani, they lost. So what I'm trying to say, that's in Adamawa State. What I'm trying to say in essence is that you only get what you deserve politically. The ANPP as a bloc, if they really want to do the real horse trading, they must come with strength. It's a good thing listening to the Prof that as at that time, they were the second legacy party as at that time, but I could remember that 5 governors joined them. So when you're even talking of a legacy governor, before they conducted the election that time, I could remember that 5 governors, Bukola Saraki, Kwakwaso, and all these people, they joined them. So politics is about how you strategy. Politics is strategy. And you know, you have to play politics. Not necessarily all these patronage. If you don't give us, of course, in politics, it's expected that to make agitation. Majority we have their way, while the minority we have their say. Nobody can deny the Prof and the ANPP bunch from making, you know, their assertion or saying that this is what they want. Of course, they demand.
All right, sir.
We didn't have the capacity.
All right, sir. Thank you so much. All right, sir. All right, sir. Thank you so much for your time. I know that. Thank you so much, Mr. Wole Badmus. I know you have a lot to say, but this, of course, is the bit we can take.